Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Accountant's Minute. Implementing Systemisation Session 1 was one of our 5 webinars that we presented last Friday, Black Friday, as part of our celebration of Black Friday and also the end of lockdowns in Australia, or hopefully the end of lockdowns in Australia. And I just wanted to give you an overview of what we discussed. But first of all, let's go back and reflect on this concept of systemisation within the delivery of business advisory services. A few weeks ago, I had a podcast interview with Mark Holton, Director of Smith Inc. And Mark indicated that in his experience over 25 years of consulting to accountancy firms, most accountancy firms had offered business advisory services to some of their clients. But Mark's comment was that most of it was very much one-off. There was no system, there was no strategy, and in virtually every case, when he asked the question, the accounting firm had not implemented the inquiry about business advisory services. It had been implemented by a bank, financier, or the client themselves because they needed something to take to the bank. So Mark suggested that accountants were missing out on a great opportunity by not linking the business advisory services assignment to some ongoing work, such as a business review meeting every quarter to see how the business was going as compared to the original budget. The following week, I had a conversation in our podcast with Amanda Gascoigne, an experienced chartered accountant and now a consultant to small accountancy firms and solo practitioners. And Amanda made the following comments: if you have got the systems, you will get the extra work, but you must be prepared to be reactive to what your clients are seeking from you, what they're seeking and what they're prepared to pay for. And I cannot imagine many of your clients turning around to you and wanting you to do more work relative to taxation. What clients are looking for is assistance on commercial matters affecting their businesses. How can they survive? How can they improve their business? How can they make it more valuable through scaling up the process? And one of the other very important persons that I've interviewed in our podcasts is Andrew Geddes, who is a legend of the Australian accounting industry and for over 30 years was involved with a company that became known as Green Cross. It started as a small veterinary surgery practice in Townsville and grew to be a top 200 ASX company. About 15 years ago, when Andrew was a director of Green Cross, he indicated that he convinced the CEO of Green Cross, who'd been the founder, Dr. Glenn Richards, to assemble the leadership team, and they'd all go to America for 3 weeks to undertake a study of scaling up. And they did that, and then they returned to Australia and they implemented that system of scaling up, and that's what contributed very significantly to the growth of Green Cross and becoming a top 200 ASX company. In the podcast, Andrew had made the argument that scaling up processes, especially as it relates to team members, was the ideal process for accounting firms to implement to ensure that your younger accountants are receiving exposure to experienced accountants, partners, senior managers in discussions with clients so they understand the interaction. And Andrew believes that this will give younger accountants a greater appreciation of what's involved in delivering accounting services. And hopefully, this will significantly improve accounting firms' opportunities to retain young accountants and to attract young accountants. At the end of that, I said to Andrew, well, accountants have had a fairly rough time over the last couple of years. They've been fairly busy because of client demands of COVID-19, would it suit your strategy if accountants started looking at doing this sort of work, using scaling up processes in about 6 months' time? I can feel the vibes coming down the 1,000 kilometres that separated Andrew Geddes from me that day when he said, Peter, you've got to tell them, you've got to start now, this afternoon, because your greatest challenge at the moment is getting good people to work with. You've got to start now this afternoon. So that set the scene for systemisation of accounting firms utilising business advisory services. The first session in our webinar presentations I made, and we kicked off at 7 a.m. in Queensland, 8 a.m. in New South Wales, and we looked at a range of activities, including research and development, accelerating commercialisation grant, early stage innovation company, debtors management, and personal property securities register. You can click on to the link to that webinar recording that's embedded in the email, the Accountant's Minute document that you received from us. Also, a big reminder that our 50% special discount for Black Friday and our celebration of the end of lockdowns is still on. It's on all of our products. So to give you an example, the advanced package, which is normally $6,500 for an upfront 12-month subscription, has been reduced to $3,250. And the business advisory services starter package has been reduced to $999 instead of $2,100, and those figures include GST. Now, these special offers are available under close of business Monday, 6th of December. This gives you a great opportunity to get started with business advisory services so that you can utilize the systematic process that we've incorporated within ESS BIZTOOLS product packages to guide you on establishing diversified services within your firm by generating revenue from offering business advisory services to your client. Why don't you go to our website, www.essbiztools.com.au, have a look at the product packages, and if you think that we have the answer for what you need within your firm, I invite you to then subscribe for our packages. If you want to talk to me, you can book a meeting with me if you like, a free 1-hour consultation where I will give you advice as to the packages that I think would suit your firm when you tell me a bit about your firm, of course. And if you have any other questions, you can please contact me. Send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au. We are keen to help you get started on this business advisory services journey. Or if you've already started, but you didn't have a system and you are feeling a bit lost as to where you're headed, please contact us. I believe we can help you. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.